3, 2, 1, go. Hey everybody, Craig Howard, Jamie Lee, Diablo CrossFit, reviewing programming for the month of March. Hard to believe we're already in March. I've been told we need to move it along quicker, get to the meat and potatoes right away, so we're going to do that. Let me look do a quick look back at February. Our progressions were...
We're working through our squat cleans as our primary, the jerk was our secondary, and then our skill was toes to bar.
And lots of PRs on the board. That was cool to see.
Lots of PRs, yeah.
The gritty work worked out.
Kind of refining some of those movements and cleaning up some technical and positions, especially with the squat cleans, is important as we move on into this month of March.
Don't miss the complex days.
Yeah.
When we do the barbell complexes, I know it's kind of boring work, but that work...
Oh, it's the best work.
Yeah, that's the best work. It really does. And you can stay light. There's no ego drive to go heavy. You can stay light and work the technique.
The importance is the technique, yeah. I mean, focusing on the technique. Anytime that we find any of these complexes or any strength, like the goal is to focus on pushing the intensity as long as the mechanics stay consistent. Great. Once the mechanics start to fault, then maybe either dial back the weight, build back to it, or just keep it a little lighter and clean it up.
What's your focus for us for the month of March?
Our focus of the month of March is going to be snatches as our primary focus. We're going to be going back into some of that technical positional work and complexes during the snatch.
Okay.
But then coming off, along with that, we've got our clean and jerk as our secondary. So building off of what we did last month of February, we're going into putting the two lifts together, so going for the full clean and jerk.
And then our gymnastics focus?
We're going to be focusing on strict pull-ups.
Okay, good. I need help with strict pull-ups.
Now, the thing with the strict pull-ups, what we're going to be focusing on is there's going to be a series of progressions that we'll be able to work with. So no matter where you're at in your pull-up, if your goal is to get one strict pull-up, follow the progression, starting off with the very basics. So there's going to be 4 different levels throughout the progression, throughout the whole month. Stick with one of those progressions. If you find yourself progressing through that, move on to the next week. So we're going to have that series of progressions show up every week for the month of March.
This one I can't emphasize enough. Even if you can't get to a strict pull-up, you will improve overall in gymnastic strength.
Your shoulder health alone will be helpful.
Right, shoulder health alone, and you'll be one step closer to kipping pull-up. Maybe even getting the kipping pull-up, but it will help you all the way around with all pulling exercises.
And I can't emphasize enough how important the strict pull-up is. I mean, yes, kipping pull-up is something that allows us to move faster through movements in some of these workouts, which helps increase our intensity. But when you, like I said, talking about shoulder health, taking the strict and really focusing on the full range of motion, getting your chin clearly over the top, not just to the bar. We need that last little squeeze at the top, which is what's going to help us get in that game.
Someone that doesn't have pull-ups at all, are they going to be able to do this? They're not even close to a strict pull-up. Are they going to be able to participate in this?
Absolutely. So, for example, I'll just kind of list off some of the progressions that we're going to be going through.
Please.
So the first level of progressions we're going to go through from a dead hang, so working on just general grip strength, right into a set of ring rows. So that is going to be essentially that component for that first level. Second level, we're going into banded assisted. So using a heavy enough band that allows us, like I said earlier, getting the chin clearly over the top. If we're not getting that chin clearly over the top, we can always step back to the previous modification mid-workout if it's needed, right? Then we're going to go into strict pull-ups unassisted, and then last but not least, weighted pull-ups.
Okay, great. So gymnastics, strict pull-ups. Next, I asked you before we got started, what notable metcons are there, and Jamie reminded me that we're doing the open. So
there's one notable workout every week.
Every week there is one notable workout where we're testing our fitness. I'm actually pleased to say that on Thursdays our attendance is way off at the gym because people are preparing to come for Friday Night Lights and give their all to that workout, which is great, which will be a test of fitness. And so that's consider our open workouts, our Friday Night Light workouts, to be our benchmark workouts. And that's the one you should really put the full effort into.
And that's not necessarily scheduled into the programming, so keep that in mind. Like if you're doing the Friday Night Lights or Saturday main event, wherever you're, or not main event, but Saturday, Sunday, or repeat Monday, take the day off before. Don't go from one workout right into the open workout. Treat it as it's a competition.
Okay. We've got strength program about 1 to 2 days a week, I see.
We are going to be a little heavy on the push-ups, so coming on along with push-ups within the actual programs for the workouts and the Metcons, this is going to kind of work along the lines of our strict pull-up. Focus on quality reps, quality push-ups. You know, in the gym, we may see some people shortening the reps or allowing the shoulder to translate forward. We want to think about building some quality reps because, you know, in another couple months, we're going to see a workout with some heavy volume push-ups. So let's establish that range of motion and quality now.
I like how we're finishing the month with strength. The last week of the month, we've got a 20-minute, 1 rep a minute snatch. That's always a fun workout.
It's a beautiful workout.
Yeah, and the excitement builds as we get into that 15th, 16th, 17th minute. It's kind of cool.
And with that, you know, those long EMOMs with the max lift, you know, we're just coming off of the 90-second from this week of the squat cleans. When we have these long EMOMs, keep in mind, 20 minutes is a long time. We're starting at roughly around 60, 65% and then building up. Give yourself some time. Don't spend so much time at those lighter weights. Get up, build, build, build. And then when you find yourself start to fall or deviate in some of the mechanics, drop the weight back 20, 30 pounds, 15, 10 pounds, depending on how heavy we are actually lifting, and clean up the technique, and you'll find yourself surpassing or passing up the last weight that you did. So deload it, build it back up at the end.
Into, as a matter of fact, into the clean and jerk, we've got at the end, you've got 16 minutes, complete an 8-minute EMOM, and then take another 3 or 4 minutes.
So sometimes that 1 minute and being rushed in between can be kind of tough. So having that little window at the end of the EMOM, like use the EMOM as a warm up.
Right.
And then here's the window to
that's cool.
Go from there.
Adrenaline's up and everything else. So that's cool. All right, so Metcon's distributed pretty evenly throughout the month. Length looks good and long on quite a few.
We got a fun one coming the beginning of was it March 4th? It's kind of a takeoff of an old CrossFit Games event. It's called The End, where we're going to start off with a 3-minute AMRAP. We've basically got a chipper. 3 minutes to get as far as you can, minute rest, 6 minutes as far as you can, 2-minute rest, and then complete it for time. That one will be scored 3 different ways.
Great.
Something fun to look forward to.
Any guesses on 19.2?
I'm hoping barbell.
Yeah.
I think actually I think we might see a repeat. Just throwing this one out there. What was it? 14.2, the clean and jerk, toes to bar. 3, 3, 6, 6, ascending ladder.
That's a great workout.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. So that'll be neat to see. And then remember, 19.3, the announcement, Thursday, March 7th, will be here at Diablo. We have 2 athletes lined up. It looks like Alessandra Pacelli will be teamed up with Lauren Fisher from Invictus. Will be coming up to do that. We'll have all of the registration and sign-up information up very soon. So thanks,
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a good month. Thank you.
I'm pumped about it.
All right. Cheers.
Good training, guys.